If you're looking for tips on how to become an entrepreneur and you're thinking about branding, but you don't know where to start, then today's video is just for you. We're giving out essential branding tips that you need to implement into your business and on your journey to become an entrepreneur. Make sure you stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to Girl Take Note. I am Shaunie Sanders, host of the Girl Take Note podcast. And today we're getting to something that I'm super excited about, and that is building your personal brand. Now, whether you're climbing the corporate ladder or you're running your own business or you're just hanging out, this is definitely just for you. So we want to make sure that you get your notebook ready so you can start taking notes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you'll know when we're uploading new videos every week, which we do with the podcast, and also videos just to give you tips and tricks to help you turn your passion into profit. So make sure you guys watch this video to the end, as we're going to give away some really good tips for you to brand your business on your journey to become an entrepreneur. First thing first, why is building a personal brand important? Well, let me tell you why. In today's digital world, your brand is like your unique digital footprint. It's what sets you apart in a crowded market. It's not just about what you do, it's about who you are and the value you bring to the table. So that's why you truly want to understand what branding is, what is a personal brand, and why your business needs it so bad, because you want to be able to separate yourself from everyone else in the market so people can clearly identify who you are and what you bring to the table. Now let's talk about defining your brand. So how do you find your brand? It starts with self-reflection. I want you to ask yourself a few questions. What are my passions? What am I good at? How do my friends describe me? And remember, your brand should be a true reflection of you, because authenticity is the key here. Your brand is all about you. It's your personal brand, because you want to brand yourself in a market where you are going to be passionate and offer so much value to your customers. So you want them to know who you are, and you want to be authentic about it. Please don't come out with a brand that is not truly who you are, because you really can't keep that up. It's like you trying to keep up a lie. No one can really keep up a lie, right? So you want to make sure that you're authentically yourself. And that's what truly sells today, is authenticity. People want to identify themselves with people that they know, that they feel like they know, that they feel like they can trust. So that's why being yourself is the most important part of branding. Now let's talk about visual branding. Now we're talking about visuals here. We're talking about your logo, your color scheme, and the style that should represent your personality. So let's just say if you're vibrant and energetic, then you might want to use bright colors and bold fonts, which might be your go-to, right? Because that's represent your personality. You know, you're vibrant, you're energetic, you're going to have some really amazing, vibrant colors that really pop off a computer, a cell phone, or a page. But if you're more laid back, then you're going to want more soft tones, maybe a more minimalistic design, which could work really wonders for you, because a lot of people identify with that as well. So discovering what your visuals are going to look like is something you can play around with. I really like this part of branding because it allows you an opportunity to truly play around with things, right? Play around with stuff, that colors and tones and depth of things, to see what truly represents who you are. And I love this piece of branding. I want you guys to get happy about this piece, because this is the creative piece of your business. When you develop your personal brand, your business brand, right? This is the creative piece, and this is the part where you're supposed to truly get excited, because you can really do almost anything here. Anything that represents you authentically. So make sure you really have fun with that part of choosing your visuals about when it comes to your branding. Now let's talk about how your branding has to be consistent across all platforms. Consistency is crucial. Your brand should be recognizable across every platform. That's from Instagram to LinkedIn to Pinterest to anything, to right here on YouTube. Now, this doesn't mean everything has to look the same, but one core element of your brand should be easily identifiable. It has to be identifiable 100%. And I would recommend that being your logo or either your brand colors. But if it's your logo, one core element of your brand, which is your logo, has to be easily identifiable to people when they come across. When you think about this, you think about Apple. We all know that apple that has a bite out of it is Apple. We all know that check mark is, or that swoosh is Nike. So we know certain things are so identifiable, even without the words, we know what it is. And so that's what we mean by your brand has to have one core element that is like easily identifiable anywhere. And that's what we mean by it should definitely be your logo. Your logo should be that identifiable element of your brand. It doesn't matter if it changed colors. It doesn't matter if you add words to it. As long as your logo looks the same, people will identify you as that. Now, none of this doesn't mean that you can't have a rebrand, because you surely can, where you might want to rebrand, you might want to create a whole new logo, but you're going to have to go through these steps in order to brand yourself again. So just remember that when we're thinking about that core element that should always be consistent across all platforms, no matter what colors I use, no matter what fonts I use, right? That one core element should be consistent and identifiable to everyone that comes across your brand. Now let's talk about building your online presence, and which is something that is more than just posting regularly, right? It's about creating content that resonates with your audience. You know, you want to share your expertise, your experiences, and even your challenges, because that makes it relatable and it helps you build a genuine connection with your audience. We know that gone are the days where you're able to hide behind your brand, right? You really can't do that anymore. I know some people do, like there are a lot of faceless accounts out there that hide behind their brand, don't want their faces to be shown, and they're doing very well, but still they create an authentic connection with their audience. And so being able to build your brand, your personal brand, really helps you build that connection with your audience, and it gives you that social proof that you need in order to be looked at as a thought leader, as someone that gives value in your niche. So make sure that you want to build a brand that's relatable and that's recognizable, but also creates that connection because it helps you build community. People will build community around your brand. That's really what it's about. That's what we do. I have brand favorites myself that I'm consistently interacting with, consistently like talking about to other people. I mean, you would think I was one of their salesmen, but I'm not. But because I'm so dedicated to this brand that I will tell anyone about it, and I will get anyone excited about it. So make sure, because I felt like that brand had a genuine connection with me. So make sure that you make a genuine connection with your audience when you talk about your personal brand. Now, I want to talk about something that we all need to do more of, which is networking and collaborations. And don't underestimate the power of networking and collaboration, because engaging with others in your field, attending events, and you have to consider collaboration. These are connections that can open doors to new opportunities that can help you spread the word about your brand even further. And lately, I've been talking to a lot of people about networking, because I feel like networking is something, in-person networking in particular, is something that a lot of people really don't do anymore, because we're in a virtual world and social media has taken over so much that we look at online groups as networking. We look at, doing surveys, just being in someone else's community, commenting on someone else's page, interacting with other people on social media is networking. So there's so many different opportunities, but in-person networking is still such a great thing to do. And I know a lot of people are shy, and a lot of people are not really, people, right? And so, but networking allows you to meet new people who are in your business, who are a little bit further than you, that can help you with ideas and resources and opportunities. And so you don't want to just shut the door to that. And collaborations too. And I think the problem when it comes to collaboration with most entrepreneurs when we're starting out, we are afraid to ask. We need to get more in an environment of not being afraid to just ask. Because the worst somebody can say is just no. And if they say no, that's okay too. I'm just going to move on to the next person. I myself had to get very comfortable with asking, hey, I like your brand. Would you want to do some type of collaboration? Would you want to come on the show? So it really was something that was not easy even for me to do. So I know it's not going to be easy for everyone else to do, but don't underestimate the power of collaboration and networking. Make sure it's something that you add to your arsenal when it comes to building your business. And if you truly want to be successful, because we don't build success alone. We just don't. So I want to talk about now adapting and evolving, because your brand isn't set in stone. So as you grow, both personally and professionally, your brand is going to evolve. And this is what I mean when I said rebranding. So you want to make sure that you embrace change and don't be afraid to update your brand to reflect the new you, because that's important. You're going to have changes to it. You're going to walk down this journey, right, of entrepreneurship, and you're going to come across stages of your life where you're like, or stages of your business where you're like, I feel like I want to update. Like, I feel like I want it to be a little bit more upbeat, or I want to change out the colors here, or I want a logo that really represents truly what my business stands for. And that's okay. Big companies do it all the time. So can you. Every company does rebranding. They change their logos, they change their colors, they change their brand message. Everybody does it. So it's nothing wrong if you go through a rebrand. It's not you not knowing what you want to do. It's just you adapting and evolving. That's exactly what rebranding is. It's an opportunity to adapt and evolve. So don't look at it as nothing else but that. So make sure your brand represents who you are and your personality as you go through the stages in the journey of entrepreneurship. So I want you to know that building a personal brand might seem like a daunting thing, but remember, it's a journey. It's a journey. So stay true to yourself and be consistent, and don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to shine, because I know one thing, you got this. You guys got this. You're going to do it, and you're on the road to success. The entrepreneurship journey is such an absolutely amazing journey, right? It's a journey that's going to be full of ups and downs. You're going to change some things. You're going to implement some things. You're going to try some different stuff that work, that might not work. So you have to be able to evolve and adapt. That's really key when it comes to this whole branding piece and building out this business. Now, listen, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know how you feel about this video, some of the tips that we gave, and what are some of the things you're going to implement when it comes to branding your business or branding your your own personal brand. So make sure you guys take note. Make sure you guys enjoy the journey, as it is one that should be enjoyable. And I will see you in the next video.